arise in the future.
Thank you.
Your Worship, I might just mention that I've attached to that charge sheet the warrant of arrest that was issued for the accused from the United Kingdom. The accused, however, was arrested in terms of Section 40 brackets 1 bracket K of the criminal procedure.
Thank you.
Your Worship, I confirm appearance on behalf of the accused person.
Thank you. The date arranged 22 July 2026. Is it by way of agreement?
It is by agreement, Your Worship, but we haven't had sight of the warrant of arrest that was issued against him. We would want to see.
Thank you.
I will make one available.
Because I don't see the warrant attached.
It is bluish.
Is it this one?
Yes.
So you will make it available to the defense?
I will do so.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Machinyanda. What is your instruction in respect of bail?
At the moment, we are not going to be applying for bail. We are in liaison with the state. We will assess our conditions by the 22nd and see how much movement would we have made. Of course, in cognizance of the fact that we wouldn't want him just to sit there, nothing happening to him. So wait to see the progress that would have been made by the 22nd and we take it from there.
Thank you. Thank you. At this stage then, your matter is postponed until 22 July 2026. Matter is postponed to establish your legality and proper instructions by defense. At this stage, you remain in custody, no bail. Johannesburg Court 2, 9 o'clock. Thank you.
As the court pleases, Your Worship, may I then be excused?
You are excused. Thank you. At this stage, I'm also going to adjourn court. Yes, so that we can resume after people have left. Thank you. Court adjourned.
A British citizen of Zimbabwean heritage wanted in the United Kingdom for the alleged murders of his wife and 2 young daughters was found in possession of an illegal firearm after his arrest in Johannesburg, the South African Police Service revealed on Monday. 45-year-old Ndodana Mkhanyisi Chuma appeared before the Johannesburg Magistrates Court, where he faced 2 separate legal processes, extradition proceedings linked to the UK murder investigation, and a South African charge relating to unlawful possession of firearm. Addressing the media outside court, SAPS National Spokesperson Brigadier Glenda Mathe confirmed that South African authorities had received a provisional extradition request from Interpol Manchester through Interpol Pretoria. The request seeks Chuma's return to the UK, where he is wanted in connection with the deaths of his wife and 2 daughters. Mathe said Chuma is appearing before the court on 2 separate matters. The first relates to the extradition process requested by the United Kingdom, while the second concerns an illegal firearm allegedly found in his possession after his arrest in South Africa. She explained that the provisional extradition request includes the arrest warrant issued by British authorities, while the complete extradition application is still expected, and it will be waiting the full extradition request within 40 days. That request will include the UK case docket, supporting evidence, and all documents required by the court. The court will ultimately determine when and how the extradition process proceeds. Apart from the extradition case, SAPS has opened a separate criminal investigation after officers allegedly discovered an unlicensed firearm in Chuma's possession during his arrest. According to Mate, preliminary investigations indicate that Chuma acquired the weapon shortly after arriving in South Africa. And said, we are told that upon arrival in South Africa, he bought a firearm in one of the townships. Police have now launched an investigation aimed at identifying the people responsible for supplying the firearm and determining how the suspect was able to obtain it despite South Africa's strict firearm laws. And said, we are tracing the suspects responsible for selling him this unlicensed firearm. That investigation is continuing. Authorities have not disclosed the type of firearm recovered or whether it had previously been linked to any criminal activity. Chuma was arrested on Friday during a coordinated intelligence-driven operation in Kensington, Johannesburg. The operation involved the SAPS, Interpol, National Central Bureau, Crime Intelligence and Organized Crime Investigation Unit, working alongside international law enforcement agencies. Mate described the arrest as an example of the close working relationship between South Africa and its international policing partners, and said we are all Interpol member countries. We share intelligence, we share information, and we assist each other with cross-border and international investigations. That cooperation was instrumental in locating and arresting the suspect. Police also dismissed speculation that Chuma may have been assisted while evading authorities in South Africa, and said absolutely not, he was not harbored. We worked closely with different stakeholders, including members of his family, as part of the investigation that led to his arrest. British authorities are seeking Chuma's extradition in connection with the deaths of his wife, 42-year-old Notabo Zandile Chuma, and their daughters, 15-year-old Natalie and 5-year-old Nala. The three victims were discovered inside the family's home in Great Denham, near Bedford, after police forced entry following concerns raised when neighbors and relatives had not seen or heard from them for several days. The tragic discovery shocked the local community and prompted Bedfordshire Police to launch a major murder investigation. Investigators allege that Chuma had already left the United Kingdom before the bodies were found. According to reports by Sky News, he departed from London Heathrow Airport on Saturday using a British passport, traveling first to Zimbabwe before eventually making his way to South Africa. British police later released CCTV images showing Chuma at Heathrow Airport in an effort to trace his movements across international borders. Reports from ITV News indicate that Chuma operated a property investment business known as Nexus Throve Holdings from the family home in Great Denham. Company records reportedly show that the business held assets worth more than £1 million, approximately 24 million rand, at the end of the 2024. The British investigators have not indicated whether the company forms part of the murder investigation, with the focus remaining on the deaths of Chuma's wife and daughters. Acting National Commissioner Lieutenant General Puleng Timpane praised the officers involved in the multinational operation, saying the arrest demonstrated SAPS commitment to pursuing fugitives wanted for serious crimes, and said this arrest demonstrates that South Africa is not a safe haven for fugitives. Anyone who believes they can evade justice by fleeing to our country should know that SAPS will work tirelessly with international law enforcement partners to trace, to locate, and arrest them. The extradition matter is expected to continue in the Johannesburg Magistrate Court while British authorities prepare and submit the full extradition documentation required under South African law. At the same time, police investigations into the illegal firearm recovered from Chuma remain ongoing, with detectives working to identify those responsible for allegedly supplying him with the weapon after his arrival in South Africa. That's a take on this one, people. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more news.